And this clip definitely shows you that everything eventually will be priced in Bitcoin. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Check out the clip.
You're still wearing your engagement ring, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm gonna give it back to him. Do you want it now?
Sure. I mean,
Don't give it back. Well, no, I'm not gonna keep it.
All right.
Here.
Thank you. That's a Bitcoin.
And with that, what's happening, crypto crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video. Got jam-packed videos, so we're getting straight into it. Taking a look at the Bitcoin price chart, we can see that Bitcoin is looking a little bullish. And why do we say this? This is the Gaussian channel, and we're looking at this on the weekly chart. What we want you to see is the Gaussian channel. We see this Fibonacci sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to see this fifth leg go up. How high will Bitcoin go? Will Bitcoin go over 100,000? That's looking like it's in the cards. But regardless, taking a look at this, we have had this meltdown from 2021 to 2022 up until throughout this year, 2023, Bitcoin has been stair-stepping out of the depths. And look what happened to the Gaussian channel. The Gaussian channel has flipped green. This is an extremely bullish catalyst. Why? Every time we see from a red section to a green section, what happens? We then see a blast up. We have seen a fall below, that's with a black swan event, but every single time, looking back in the charts, we have a red section to a green section, blast up. Keep looking back in the charts, from a red section to a green section, blast up. So looking at present day, what do we see? We see a green section just flipped. Zooming into the price action, we can see we bottomed out around that 15.6 level. Bitcoin bros have been telling you that this is the bottom. So if you are accumulating in this time, this is a good accumulation period, even though we're trading in this channel. Right now, between the $25,000 threshold up to the $31,000 threshold, this is just a channel that we're in. And we've came up and we've flipped this Gaussian channel. We could be bouncing off this midline before we see higher price action and continuation to the upside. So all in all, when in doubt, zoom out. This Gaussian channel is definitely a bullish indication, showing us that more bullishness is to come for Bitcoin in the crypto space. Another update. Look here, we just hit a new record, the Bitcoin hash rate. Every time that we make a new all-time high, what follows thereafter? This is a leading indicator of price. So price is going to follow this eventually. It might be within a year, year and a half. Regardless, new all-time highs are coming sooner than you can anticipate. Another update from Mark Yusko. We talked about this. He's saying that 300 billion could flow into Bitcoin after a spot ETF is approved. Now, why is this bullish? Because some people are probably going to look and say, well, Bitcoin's market cap is just really 400 or 500 billion, so another 300 billion. Why is that a big deal? That's a big deal because a lot of that circulating supply of the overall market cap is dormant. So if an influx of this much money comes in at one time, there's only so much Bitcoin to be handed out. And this is going to cause a supply shock and cause the price to go parabolic. So you better be prepared. Stock Money Lizards is showing you from every halving cycle, 2014 to 17, 17 to 20, and 22 to 25, we're seeing all similar price action. You see the blast off, bear market, and then you come back up, make new highs. Blast off, bear market, come make new highs. Blast off, bear market. Guess what's going to happen going into 2024 after the halving? We're going to make new highs. So this shouldn't surprise you. Taking a look at a few charts, we're looking at the Bitcoin 2-year moving average multiplier. If you look at after every halving event, what happens? We come up and hit this red line every single time. So after the next halving, where's this red line at right now? It's at 156,000. And no, after the halving, the red line does tend to uptick. Every single time it tends to uptick. So right now, this is just sort of laying flat around 150, 160,000. That could be what is a conservative price target for the next halving cycle. And then the pi cycle top indicator is a chart that you want to pay attention to, because every time the orange line crosses above the green, the high is near. And right now we're just flirting with this orange line. If we zoom into this price action, we can see we fell below it and we're trying to get back above it. And are we going to get back above it? Right now at the current time of this recording, it's around 28,000. This 350 daily moving average is around 48,000. When this orange line comes back up and crosses, which is going to be in 2024-25, that's when the high is near. So in showing you all these charts, we think that Bitcoin is going to be seeing a parabolic run to the upside. Now, Cathie Wood, founder and CEO of ARK Invest, also thinks this same thing is going to happen. So with that, let's hear what Cathie really has to say and what her thoughts are on the market. Let's check it out.
Tuned into this idea of convergence. It's a part of our DNA. And I don't think most of the asset management world understands how powerful the convergences are going to be between and among the technologies that are evolving today. And the way I like to describe why they're going to be so powerful, the convergences, is we're looking at S-curves, so new technologies. You know, they start out slowly and then they gain momentum, and you end up into the steep part of this S-curve. Well, I think we are at a very similar point in both Bitcoin and AI. They're both moving into the steep part of the S-curve. So you have S-curves feeding S-curves, creating opportunities for explosive growth potentials. Aha moments when we're talking about convergences. I actually had an aha moments around our first Bitcoin brainstorm as well. I guess what has hit me here, it's something Paul said at the end here, we're going to see, I think you said clash, or the collision between, the infinity associated with AI and the scarcity associated with Bitcoin. And so what does that mean? And here's where I come back to my economic roots, which is, wow, you could have a parabolic move in the price of Bitcoin. And I think that will happen. I mean, we're on record saying that. But it also brings me back to, global monetary system, means of exchange, unit of account. And so I know we're going to have one of these brainstorms with Art Laffer, and he's going to be poking at all of this and talking about the quantity rule versus the price rule, and and really wanting to understand the cryptography and everything. So I'm really happy we're doing these brainstorms.
So there you have it from Cathie. But if you, when in doubt, zoom out. If you look at the monthly chart and zoom out, what happens after every halving cycle? A zero gets added. From 2012, we went up over $100 and then came back down to a bear market. And then in 2013, what did we do? We added a zero, but we overshot and we went over $1,000, but we shot up to $20,000. And then in 2021, what did we do? We added a zero, so we went over 10,000, but we went up to 70,000. So we overshot it once again. So right now, we are in the midst of another Bitcoin halving and seeing a parabolic run to the upside. Another zero is going to be added. So what's that mean? Over $100,000 is what you're going to see, but you're probably going to see an overshoot. The question is, how high will we overshoot? And then zooming out once again, 2028 halving, another zero. That's $1 million being the minimal target if this trend is consistent. Once again, the trend's your friend to the end, so hodl strong. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate the support. With that, that's all I have for you today, and I'm out.